Hey, I'm Derek. Welcome to my workshop. Behind me I have two saws. Both are capable of cutting metal. One is a chop saw, which is cuts with an abrasive wheel. And then one is really a hybrid. It's a miter saw that also has the ability to cut metal with one blade, which is really neat. And I'm pretty sure I already know the answer to the question that I'm going to answer here, but which one cuts faster? I want to just mention real quick that because of the positive stops on this miter saw, you're going to be able to get the angle or whatever you need to cut way quicker than on the chop saw, because the chop saw has I have to go grab a wrench and loosen a bolt back here and then adjust it, and even then I don't know how perfect it's going to be, unlike the miter saw, because it has a really nice positive stop. So just real quick, as far as doing anything more than just straight cross cuts, the miter saw is totally going to win. Just going to bring that up first, Evolution. There will be a link in the description below to Evolution's website if you want to check out their website. They're a European company that is kind of trying to make some noise in the US, and I think they're doing a really good job. They're doing some really cool things, making this multi-purpose saw, all-in-one saw, all-in-one blade even, which is really cool too. Really, ultimately, one of the most time-consuming things I found is the pain in the neck to get things cut here with the chop saw. So I really want to just take these two saws and compare them side by side of how long it takes to cut some metric steel pipe that's just right there, real close to 2-inch pipe that came out of the place that I work. That has, it's a Dutch-built greenhouse that has a lot of materials from there, and one of those things is this pipe, which is a metric size pipe. I'm gonna get this cut, and we're going to compare side by side how fast one cuts than the other, or how much faster the miter saw cuts from the chop saw, because I'm already 90% sure that the miter saw is going to be much faster, but the question is just how much faster. So let's check it out. So to be fair and honest, I really like the clamping system in this much better than the clamping system on the miter saw, but of course the miter saw is really designed to do everything well, where this is specifically designed to cut metal the best, I guess, kind of. Well, really dry cutting is the best, but anyway, we're going to start off with the Milwuakee. So the chop saw actually cut that fairly quickly, faster than I thought it normally does. But even with that being said, I still think it was slower, and especially when I cut anything with straight edges, like for example angle or square tubing, it just really takes a long time, where no matter what I'm cutting with the miter saw, it is faster. So perhaps this actual pipe is not the most perfect comparison. I can throw in some scrap square tubing to test it out too. It's also through these really thick welding gloves, making my hands very warm because it's abrasive and all that friction heats it up. You can also see there that it left a little burr there at the end. There, that's easier to see. So this was the end that I cut a long time ago with an angle grinder before the chop saw, and the dry cut saw, or the miter saw, and that is the chop saw end. As you can tell, no burrs with this, much fewer sparks. It's not hot even in the slightest. It's actually cold. It's cold still. I can hold it in my hand So that's actually a nice feature, is that you can actually handle your metal after using it versus a chop saw. Now I just want to say this isn't a knock on Milwaukee. I actually paid for the Milwaukee, where I got this Evolution for free. It was given to me to create content like this, for them to kind of show what it can do and provide some feedback, honest feedback, so that they can make their tools even better. So let's do some square tubing now real quick. Okay, just to demonstrate how much faster this will cut square tubing. This is not 100% sure. I want to say it's 2.5. I'll measure it just to be sure. Okay, so it's a 2-inch square tubing, and it's pretty thin walled. It's not very thick, but let's just cut it real quick, see how long it takes compared to the Milwaukee chop saw. So it's actually not really too terribly thin, but it's not too terribly thick either. It's I guess fairly thin, but you can probably gauge that, how thick it is there. But anyway, that was very, very quick. Now, especially when we compare it to the Milwaukee here, I think this is where anything with a flat edge, this Evolution R255 SMS miter saw, multi-cut saw, is going to outshine the Milwaukee by far. So I think overall both of these saws are really, really pretty good saws. I've had the Milwaukee for probably right around 6 months now, and I've had this for right around 6 days, I think. It's been more than 6 days, but it's been less than 2 weeks. So it's a really good saw. I've really been enjoying it so far. And again, we'll have a link in the description below to this saw, as well as my Amazon affiliate store. It doesn't cost you anything extra to purchase it through that link. It just gives me a small commission to help create content like this and support my channel. So if you're interested in picking this saw up, please consider hitting that link and picking it up through that. Really, I don't want this to be a comparison of abrasive chop saw versus dry cut saw, because I know that a lot of people will be like, this is a retarded video. Everybody knows dry cut's faster than abrasives. But the thing is that this blade and this saw is meant to cut everything. Like I said, wood, plastic, decking, aluminum, steel, all kinds of different materials, and it cuts them really, really well without ever changing the blade, which is really cool, and something that, as far as I know, nobody else is doing. Nobody but Evolution. The ultimate point is that this Milwaukee chop saw, I believe I paid $139 for, and I got it on a really, really good sale at northerntool.com. I had it shipped to me. Wish we had a Northern Tool here in Arizona. Where this was sent to me by Evolution themselves, and I paid nothing for it, but it costs, I think I saw the price this morning on it, is $206. So where you're pretty much all the time going to find this chop saw, or even the DeWalt chop saw, the DeWalt is pretty much always $199 is what I see. And the Milwaukee, I think I've seen on Northern Tool like $159 or $169. So $160 versus roughly $200. There's no question what is really the obvious choice. Really, just to wrap it up in general, Evolution's doing really great things, and they're a really great company, and they're trying to make some noise in the United States. Their customer service, from my understanding, is really awesome. And I think that they're doing a really good job, and I hope to see them do pretty well, because I think they're offering really great products at a really great price, especially for guys like me who do a range of all kinds of different stuff. So this will probably conclude my series of videos on the miter saw from Evolution until I do the review. And then, if you really want to see which saw I like more for cutting steel, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because I do some small welding projects and things like that. And you can see for yourself which tool I actually like better. And there has to be no guess game of whatever I use most in my videos. Again, this video is not I don't know if I said it in this video, but this video is not sponsored by Evolution. All I am doing is exchanging my honest feedback for a free saw that I get to use so that they can make it better, and also I guess get a little bit of semi-free advertising out of me. It cost them a $200 saw, but I really have no obligation to talk good about this thing, other than so far I'm just happy with it, and I think it's a good buy and a good option. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please click subscribe on my channel and get more content. Like I said, you can see which saw I like better just by subscribing and seeing which one I use more in my videos, because I show me cutting materials all the time as part of the video, because I like to show the tools and I like to take videos of the things I use for my reviews on the tools. Not that I will review everything in my shop, but some of the bigger stuff, some of the things I really like and really appreciate, with really no money in my pocket for it. So just other than I like to share the things that I like to use and things that I think are really good products. So anyway, I'm gonna close this video down now. Thanks for watching Derek's Workshop and Projects. Hope to see you around.